getting out for kickoff now. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hargadon Field as your 1-3 Loyola Dons take on the 1-3 McDonogh Eagles. It has been a frustrating past couple of weeks for the Dons with 2 heartbreaking losses in overtime and another loss to Mount St. Joe. But this game provides itself an excellent chance for head coach Anthony Zeo and his squad to redeem themselves.
Not only are both teams 1-3 this game, both are coming in with near identical records. Both have played 4 regular season games so far, both won their first game, and both are looking to end a losing streak of 5 this afternoon on Hargadon Field.
Both teams getting ready to take the field now. Loyola Dons in blue on yellow, and the McDonogh Eagles are on white on black.
Loyola is ranked 34th in Maryland and 7th in the MIAA conference, and McDonogh is ranked 39th in Maryland and 4th in the MIAA. So it should be a close game tonight.
Definitely looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah.
As the Loyola Dons special teams unit comes out onto the field. It looks like they're back to receive. Junior Finn Alexander to kick it away for the Eagles. Ezra Carter back to receive, as always.
Let's go, Dons!
And here we go. Kick received by Zeke Jackson. Jackson gets free and lands just short of the 35. Here comes Brad Cease and the Loyola offense.
The last time these two teams played each other, McDonogh beat Loyola 24-7, but it's a new year and a new team, and a lot has changed, especially with a massive loss of great seniors last year for Loyola.
And to start off, it's a handoff to Hamilton, and he gets about 2. And it's actually a loss of 1, which will bring up 2nd down and 11. Loyola trying to get back into it after a 3-game losing streak. Cease. Drops back. Pass is caught by Worthington. And he is stopped up short again. Good catch by Worthington, though. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
I mean, not far into the game and not that long, but still, you really don't want to.
And 3rd and 13.
I mean, we're not far into the game, and it's not that far. 13 yards is still very manageable, but you definitely don't want to be in a 3rd and 13 position this early on in the game.
Shane Elliott motioning over. Pressure comes. Pocket collapses. And it's over the head of Worthington. And the punt squad comes on after a quick 3 and out.
I mean, Demetrius Smith has some excellent blocking there. Worthington could not make it anywhere near that ball.
So Austin Dulay comes out to punt. He's had an excellent season so far.
Austin Dulay is 5th in Maryland and 1st in the MIAA for punt average with 38 yards.
And Tan back to receive the kick. Michael Tan. And it falls short. And it's down at the McDonogh 45 by Barrett Jorgensen. So here comes the McDonogh offense. They've also had a frustrating past couple weeks. Here comes Braden Palazzo, freshman quarterback. Palazzo, and it's a screen pass to Santino Sanchez. Gain of about 5.
In previous games, Palazzo and Sanchez and Exenor have worked like really well all together.
Palazzo under center. And it's a quick handoff. And Chase Green, with an excellent carry, down to the 15-yard line. And the Eagles have put themselves into the red zone.
An amazing start by McDonogh. Like, if you're Loyola, you really don't want to be in this position right now, this early on in the game.
So 1st and 10 for McDonogh. Shotgun formation. Chase Green, the junior, and Palazzo, the freshman. Palazzo, another screen pass. That is caught by Caden Harris, junior wide receiver. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for McDonogh. And here they go. Palazzo in the shotgun. Green on the right. Motions over, and it's a screen to Santino Sanchez, who does not get anywhere. Maybe a gain of a few. But that'll bring up 3rd down from McDonogh. But they're in good position anyway because they're definitely deep into field goal range.
I mean,
But with that loss of 1, puts it at 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if they don't get this, if they can't like just break through right now, then they can always just go for a field goal.
Palazzo on 3rd and 6. The Dons need a big stop here. Steps back, another short pass, which is caught by Brandon Finney. And that'll be good for a McDonogh 1st down. The ball is on the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Eagles on the 5-yard line. And in comes Demetrius Smith, senior running back. And taking this snap is Miles Hurd, who keeps it himself, and he is stopped up short by the 2-yard line. So that's interesting. They take out Palazzo, they put in Hurd, or Sanchez, trying to do similar to what Coach Zayu in the Loyola offense has done with Kendrick Worthington in the past.
Yeah, that's true. And it worked really well for Zayu, and it looks like it's working for McDonogh as well.
Sanchez taking the snap again. He motions over. And it's a sweep to Demetrius Smith. And they're going to see if he got in. But if not, then it should be 3rd and goal from the 2. From the 1. So it's 3rd down from the 1-yard line. They've got 2 plays to get in. So Palazzo's back at quarterback, taking the snap. It looks like he's going to try and sneak it in himself. And he is taken down. So that'll bring up a 4th down. Trevor Szymanski with the tackle. So 4th down. And it looks like they're going to go for it.
I mean, you're that close. Like, that's a smart move to go for it, especially if it pays off.
Looks like they're just going to try and punch it in here. But if they don't, that's a huge stop for Loyola. They did it against Georgetown.
It's true. 1
Looks like they're
second
going to
left.
just try and run it in real quick. And Palazzo takes it himself. And he is in for the touchdown. So they convert on 4th and 1. And that's 6 up on the board for McDonogh. That's what we thought they were going to do on 3 and 1. 3rd and 1. And they end up doing it on 4th.
Took an extra down, but same amount of points, so.
Yep. And Sam Arball, place kicker, to try and knock this one in. Last week, Maurice Key had a good block. And the kick is through the uprights and over the trees. And sorry, that's Maurice G. And so for the second time this quarter, here comes the Loyola kicking team. So Loyola Blakefield invites you to join our Blue and Gold Community Partners program. This program offers a direct way to support our Dons and their Blakefield experience, while also establishing a close relationship with the school and our community. For more information, please visit loyolablakefield.org/communitypartners. And so once again, Fan Alexander kick it off. See if the Dons can get a drive going. It's a solid kick. Zeke Jackson takes it at the 5. Jackson with a good return. And he is brought down at about the 27-yard line. And so that is where Cease and the offense are going to try and take over and put together a more successful drive than last time, obviously with a 3 and out. We know Coach Zayu likes to stick to his playbook, but a few weeks ago against Georgetown after halftime, we saw him changing it up a little bit. So we'll see what they do here. C steps back, screen pass to Worthington, and Worthington gets past the 30. Is brought down, but because of the forward progress, it looks like he got some good yardage.
Yeah, and I mean, Zayu definitely has done a lot more experimentation this season. My guess is because of the loss of so many seniors last year.
Cease under center. Handoff to Worthington, and Worthington gets around on the left side. And they're crawling closer and closer to a 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and short for Loyola. Passing the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. 3rd and 3. Shotgun. Cease keeps it himself. And he has a 1st down. Obviously with the pocket collapsing there, you can see that's a very smart decision by Brad Cease.
Sounded like there were some offsides calls from the fans in the stand at the beginning of that play, but the rest did not call anything.
Even if they did, I would assume Loyola would decline to keep their 1st down status.
Definitely.
So a fresh set of downs, and it's a screen pass to Ezra Carter. He'll get about 5. The student section is back like they have always been. A few weeks ago, they were shaking the computers and cameras in the press box.
You guys will get a smooth video today, though, because we're on concrete.
And Cease stumbles forward for a few yards. But they don't get much. So that's another third down. Should be 3rd and 6. They're going to have to work hard to earn a fresh set of downs. But here's Cease again. Drops back. The pass is over the head of Marcus Hines and is almost intercepted by Miles Hurd. So we expect them to punt it with this 4th and 6.
Hines looked a little disappointed in that pass. We saw him throw his hands in the air.
So delay again to punt. Second time this quarter. And back to receive again is Michael Tan, sophomore. A lot of young players on both teams. And this is a very good punt. Fielded at the 20, and he is trucked. Bulldozed over by Shane Elliott. So you got a senior on sophomore matchup. Obviously, you know, he didn't call a fair catch, and Elliott was able to take advantage of it and just put himself right there. As we'll see Palazzo come back, try and put together another successful drive and put the Eagles up by more. They're off to a good start here. Demetrius Smith behind him. And it's a motion and screen pass. Jefferson Exenor, and he has another McDonogh first down. And the chains move to the 45. Loyola defense needs a big stop here if they want to keep themselves in it. They don't want to lose up their grip this early. And it's a handoff to Smith. And it looks like he almost earned himself another first down. Probably gain of about 9. So already McDonogh putting themselves right from the 20 to almost the 50. They've been very successful so far. Defense needs to find a way to keep them under control. Palazzo hands it off, and he looks like... So that was number 20, Eric Pearl. And it looks like he might have just gotten a few. I don't even think he got a yard there. But that'll bring up 3rd and 1. A big sack here would be useful for the Loyola Dons, forcing McDonogh to punt. They're probably going to go up the middle, though. And they do, and they have a first down. Demetrius Smith takes them to the 30. And we have reached the 2-minute mark in the first quarter.
I mean, not only a first down, but a solid gain of yardage as well.
So just like we saw against Mount St. Joe, St. Mary's, and Georgetown Prep, the opposing team has just been using the run game to march themselves down the field. Right up the middle. You know, we saw it with Colin Reynolds, Georgetown Prep. But we'll see if they continue to use that to their advantage. Palazzo in the single back. And he hands it off to Hurd. Sorry, Chase Green. And that'll be a loss. Should be a loss of about 1. We're approaching 1 minute left in the first quarter. Looks like they may have had 12 men on the field for a second there. Some confusion. We'll see if Palazzo can get back to work. Snap, and the pass to Sanchez is complete. And that is another negative yard play for Loyola. It was 3rd and 12. It'll be about 3rd and 15 as the seconds trickle down in our opening quarter. It's 3rd and long. They're outside of field goal range.
This is looking good for the Dons if they can hold them back.
So A.J. Szymanski subs out with his brother Trevor. It looks like there may have been a timeout taken by Loyola or McDonogh. And actually, that's the end of the first quarter. So we have McDonogh up 7-0. Sponsor? Oh, the video. So the other day we got a chance to talk to quarterback Brad Cease and safety Maurice G about how the season has gone so far. And the interviews were recorded and edited by a fellow classmate. So we will have that for you now. All right, I'm here with Brad Cease,
I'm here with Maurice G.
sophomore starting quarterback for the Dons.
He's the starting safety for Loyola Blakefield.
And I just got a few questions. First off, how would you describe the season so far?
The season, it has been fun, but I would call it frustrating, probably. I mean, we are 1-3, 2 overtime losses, which were heartbreaking. I mean, we have a lot of talent on our team, and I think our record should be better.
So, Maurice, what would you say is the game plan for winning against McDonogh?
The game plan on Friday morning against McDonogh is pretty much to start off strong. You know, our offense wants to put points on the board early. You know, our defense wants to have a lot of 3-and-outs. We want to lock down the key players and just make sure the game stays in our way.
And what would you say are some of your goals that you want to accomplish this season for you personally?
A couple goals for me that I want to accomplish. I want to get a lot more picks as a DB. You know, that's like my favorite thing to do. I want to have a lot of tackles. And after the season, I'm going to get in the weight room more. I want to get a lot of attention from college coaches. So, yeah.
And so you, obviously as a starter, are surrounded by a lot of players that are older than you. So how have they helped you out this season?
They have helped me out tremendously. A lot of seniors, a lot of juniors, all the upperclassmen have helped me with the playbook. Like knowing what to read, especially Marcus Hines, A.J. Szymanski, all them, Nate Jackson. They helped me a lot. Just knowing what to read, the playbook, yeah, just everything.
And what would you say are some more general team goals you want to accomplish?
Some team goals for the season, you know, make the playoffs, win the A conference, and win the Turkey Bowl, how it is every year. So, yeah.
All right, thank you for taking the time to speak with me, Brad, and good luck to all of you on Friday. And we are back. McDonogh put together a few successful plays, and they are just outside the red zone. Side switched because of the quarter. And it's a handoff, but it is taken down by Trevor Szymanski, second tackle of the day. That was Chase Green that went down. Trevor Szymanski's having a good game so far.
Szymanski has a D1 offer from the University of Maryland, where his brother is committed, A.J. Szymanski.
That would be very interesting to see both brothers there at Maryland together.
Yeah, it would.
And Cease under center. And he will hand it off. Gain of about 2 by number 3, Brooklyn Jones.
In my opinion, it might actually be more interesting if Trevor goes to a different school and they end up playing against each other sometime.
That would also be very interesting. So we've got Cease, Jones behind him, Nathaniel Jackson to the right. And he hands it off to Jones again. And he gets around 5. That'll bring up 3rd down. So it was a gain of 3. So it'll make it about 3rd and 5. We'll see if they can make this drive successful. Obviously, you just want to shake off the last two. So Cease gets in the pro set formation. And Cease steps back, floats it up, and it is almost caught by Zach Phillips. And, you know, it did look like there may have been some arm activity with Luke Miller and Demetrius Smith, but there was no call. And so the punt team once again will come on. Austin Dulay, 3rd punt of the game.
Fans are definitely angry about that, though.
Obviously. Was a disappointing no call, but it is Loyola's 3rd punt of the game. Punt is high and long and is fielded at the 35. And Ty Bissard was rocked on that play. And it looks like it may have been Luke Cheeseborough who had the tackle.
Duval definitely helped out with that, though. Like, that headbutt looked brutal.
Loyola defense has been heavy hitting today. We'll see if they can make another stop. So here goes Palazzo. Quick cadence. And that run is unsuccessful. Once again, Demetrius Smith picks up, I would think it would be 1 yard. Looks like the defense has been doing a better job of plugging the hole. But, you know, they did just get that one stop. And it's just the first drive. They want to kind of forget about that first quarter. It's a whole new quarter for them. Palazzo once again, 2nd and 8. Palazzo with the pass, and it's caught. Brandon Finney to the 20, and he's brought down past the 15. Big play for the Eagles. And they are that much closer to scoring a second time. Excellent pass by Palazzo, the freshman quarterback, who has been having a big game thus far tonight.
I mean, it's really impressive how he's starting quarterback at freshman year. Like, I thought Cease was young at sophomore, but...
So Braden Palazzo and Demetrius Smith. Handoff to Smith. And Loyola plugs the gap again. But they are in field goal range again. We're down to the 9-minute mark in the half. If Loyola can get another big stop here, they have another chance. You definitely don't want to get down by 2 touchdowns this early in the game, though. So off comes Demetrius Smith, and out comes Chase Green. Shotgun for Palazzo. Palazzo steps back over the middle, and it's caught again by Brandon Finney. Another bullet throw by Palazzo. And a flag is thrown at the end of the play.
Loyola's doing a great job of plugging the hole, but they're really not doing so well when it comes to passing.
And so it looks like there are offsetting penalties, so 1 on each team. So it looks like they're going to stay at the same spot. So here they come back out. So it's going to be number 12, Jefferson Exenor, taking the snap. Motions over Smith, play action, and he goes down. Trevor Szymanski with a huge sack. He's had himself an excellent night so far.
Definitely. That is not what you want to see as a McDonogh fan.
Trevor Szymanski has been making a name for himself this season, and he's only been boosting himself so far today. So 4th down and 6, they're going to go for the field goal. Place kicker Sam Arbaugh hasn't made extra point today. A lot of noise coming from the Loyola bench. And the kick is through the uprights. Oh, actually, it is not. It's off to the left. No good. Huge, huge play for the Dons. So it looked from our angle that it went through, but it looks like it may have gone to the left. A very, very big play by Trevor Szymanski there. Loyola defense putting it together. Here comes Cease. Loyola special teams unit has been very well this season. Cease under center. Handoff to Worthington, and he's just going to bust his way through. So that'll be a gain of about 5. So 2nd down, 5 to go. And it's another handoff to Worthington, and it looks like he has the first. Down to the 30. They're putting a lot of trust on Kendrick Worthington here, and he's taken it and he's carried them to another 1st down. They're moving quickly. Another handoff to Worthington. He'll land for about a gain of 2 or 3.
I'm putting this trust in Worthington is definitely deserved by him, though.
And Worthington will come off the field.
I spoke too soon.
But he's been doing an excellent job tonight so far. So it's Marcus Hines and Brooklyn Jones that are back. So they're in the press set. It looks like he'll probably throw. Cease drops back. The pass is caught, and it's off the hands of Ezra Carter. Huge hit after the play, though. Marthani Paul. And they definitely wanted a flag there, because after the ball came off of his hands, he was rocked. It looks like they wanted unnecessary roughness. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Loyola crowd really getting into it like they've always been. Motions over Hines. C steps back. Pocket collapsing, and he's got himself a 1st down. Another run by Brad Cease. And it looks like they're gonna. So I don't know if they called him short there, because there seemed to be more frustration. But they're gonna call it 4th and 1. Cease stays, so the offense is gonna try and punch it through right here. 4th down and 1 from the 39. Cease is probably just gonna sneak it in real quick, and he hands it off to Cadillac Worthington. And he has a 1st down, past the 45. 6-yard gain for another 1st down by Kendrick Worthington. He's been very successful tonight. Definitely what we want to see. We have Duval in the backfield. Handoff to Jones. And he is taken down after a gain of 1. So he's been following Adam Duval. He's done a great job in the backfield so far, throwing blocks behind the scenes. And sorry, that's Barrett Jorgensen, number 34 instead of Duval. Cease steps back, pocket collapsing, he keeps it again. And he goes down. Very smart play by Cease. Swam over a defender and picked up about 5. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4. The Dons offense is getting more successful with each play.
And Cease is kind of a reminiscent of Jaden Moore last season, kind of becoming a running back and quarterback at the same time.
Looks like they're going to run to the left because he just put Worthington over there and he's stacked up behind. And never mind. Screen pass to Shane Elliott. And he crawls forward for about a few, but it looks like it's going to be 4th and short again. So it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field again. So it'll be 4th and 3. Shane Elliott had a gain of 1. I do kind of understand this decision to go for it. You really can't punt right here. And they're out of field goal range. And it's only 3 yards. So if they can just, and Cease, pass is caught by Elliott. And it looks like he got it. The chains move along. Really good play called by Coach Zayu. We're approaching 3 minutes left in the half.
I mean, Elliott was able to get wide open there and just an easy pass, easy first down.
And it's another handoff to Worthington. And he gets about a few yards. Worthington has been really key in the offense tonight. Worthington again. And it looks like he didn't get much. He got through down after the play again. The crowd really wants the unnecessary roughness calls. It doesn't look like they're going to get it, though.
There has definitely been out this game.
It's another 3rd down and short. And we're almost at the 2-minute mark. The time is moving fast. Cease steps back, and the pass is over the head of Marcus Hines. 4th down. And it looks like they're going to stay on again. Worthington comes back on. Nathaniel Jackson comes back on. They need as much muscle as they can to try and get this 4th down conversion. Big play for the Dons here. It looks like McDonogh just took a timeout.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a leading national provider of technical building services and solutions. We provide building HVAC and mechanical systems, building automation and control, system integration, and emergency generators and power systems for the commercial and industrial facilities market. For more information on all of our solutions, please visit fidelitybsg.com.
So 2 minutes, 8 seconds left. It's going to be a 4th down and 6 conversion for Loyola. They really need this. You definitely don't want McDonogh to score again, as they will be getting the ball at the start of the second half. So here they come. They've had some time to think it over. So, I don't know why McDonogh would have called that timeout. They just gave Loyola some more time to settle themselves down. There's a lot of pressure on them. They basically gave them a free little breather Motions over, flags fly, and the play is whistled down, but it looked like Cease was going to keep it. The pocket collapsed. And it looks like it's a false start, and that'll make it 4th and 11. So that just puts them back even more, you know?
That's going to be detrimental to the Dons' offense.
So now they've just made it harder on themselves. They did this, you know, we saw this in the past couple weeks. You got to keep the penalties under control. So it's 4th and 9. They lose a few yards on that penalty. So now they have to go through the air. Cease steps back, airs it out, passes over the head of Phillips, and flags fly. That's going to be a pass interference. That'll give Loyola a first down and put them at the 10-yard line. That was very damaging to McDonogh. You saw right there, Zach Phillips was shoved to the ground, and then the flag came immediately. So you would think it would be pass interference. And if it's pass interference, the ball is placed at the spot where he's pushed, which was just outside the 10-yard line, and it's an automatic first down.
You can really see how quickly the tables can flip.
So both teams having to deal with damaging penalties this drive. The refs are still discussing it, but it looked like McDonogh was not too happy with that call. The Dons do have an excellent opportunity to score here if it is ruled a pass interference. We will see as soon as they're done discussing. And it looks like they do call it. Now they're still discussing. So we will see. The Dons are definitely hoping for that. And it is a pass interference. And they're going to move forward. It's going to be a first down. Huge, huge break for the Dons.
It's exactly what they needed after that false start penalty.
Looks like there may have been 2 penalties. So they're going to move the ball. It looks like there was a foul after the play on McDonogh, so they're going to move it even farther forward. This has been very big. These 2 penalties are huge for Loyola. They get a big break, a fresh set of downs, and they're in the red zone for the first time tonight. 2 minutes left to go in the half. The momentum has switched. Cease is going to go ahead and grab the play call. So it looks like Cease is off the field now. So we wonder, maybe it's going to get snapped to Worthington. Yeah, it is. So what I expect, I think he's going to snap it to Worthington. I think he's just going to keep it himself because Cease is off the field. And it looks like Worthington is at the quarterback position.
I love when Zayu does this. It's
He
like
motions
watching
over
his evil
Elliott.
plan unfold.
And he keeps it himself, as expected. Worthington gets inside the 10. It's just good. They're taking little steps forward, but it's gotten them to where they are right now. Clock is ticking. They definitely don't want to give McDonogh another opportunity to score. So they're going to get comfortable with the game clock here. Worthington's going to take the snap again. He motions over Elliott again. He'll keep it again, and a flag flies. Coach Zayu, really, you wouldn't want that to be false start, and it is. That'll put him back 5 more. So it's still second down, but that's going to put him back to the 11-yard line. So now they're back outside the 10. 1:25 left to go in the half. But it's these little things. It's the little unforced errors. But Worthington will take it again if they're going to run the same play. He keeps it. And Worthington gets to the 10. That'll bring up 3rd down. So they called the same play 3 times in a row, except for the first time they had Shane Elliott move from left to right. Now they haven't had to move from right to left. And we're under a minute left to go in the half. So McDonogh obviously won't have much time. But Loyola needs this. They're at the 8-yard line. Worthington takes it, flips it to Elliott. And Elliott's going to get brought down behind the line. They should take a timeout now. The Loyola crowd is obviously very upset. 36 seconds left to go in the half.
Having Worthington in there instead of Slice is really not ideal when you're far out like that.
So yeah, 4 plays in a row. They've had Worthington out at quarterback. Maybe it's something with Cease. There might be something wrong, but you hope not. They're going to take a field goal. So they're going for the field goal. They're going to keep it. They're going to play it safe. The kick is up, and it is good. Owen Shine puts Loyola on the board with 31 seconds left to go.
Right onto the street.
So a little spark there, and Loyola gets on the board before this half closes out. McDonogh's probably going to try and get themselves a field goal here too. And the kick team comes back on. It'll be Dulé to kick it off. And this is the first time that McDonogh is receiving a kickoff today. And we will have Chase Green back to receive the kick, along with Santino Sanchez as reinforcement. So 7-3 Loyola, 31 seconds left in the half. McDonogh has 2 timeouts. They used one earlier. And here goes Dulé. And this one will be received by Sanchez at the 15. And Sanchez is brought down past the 25, just short of the 30-yard line. So 25 seconds. They're going to definitely be going through the air. So we'll see. They'll either run it out, play it safe, they get the ball after the half, or they're going to go through the air, try and get a field goal, and then they'll get the ball again. So a field goal is just extra insurance for them right now. So Palazzo in his usual shotgun with Green. And the pass is caught by Green. It's a screen pass. And he's brought out of bounds after a gain of about 2. 19 seconds left of the half. So it looks like they are just trying to chop up clock, play it safe before the half. 2nd and 9. And here they go. Palazzo, same formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And it's going to be another screen pass to Finney. And Finney's pushed out of bounds at the 40. And a flag is down after the play. And the crowd is obviously happy about that one. They've been looking for these flags all game. But it looks like this is going to be a holding call on McDonogh, number 56, Tamaris Walker, a senior. And if that's the case, then McDonogh won't be getting their points anytime soon. And the ball goes back 15 yards. It's a personal foul. They did not say on who, but that is very damaging to them. 2nd and 24 with 13 seconds left. All right. Palazzo under center, and he'll knee it out. And we will be heading into the locker room. The Dons have 3. The McDonogh Eagles have 7. And the seconds tick down in the half. Loyola looking to restore their lead when we come back. And welcome back, everybody. It is currently 7-3 McDonogh as we are getting ready to start our second half. Both teams play very well defensively. Loyola is going to try and get something to go on offense. But here comes the kick team. McDonogh back to receive. So Loyola had a big stop, which they should be grateful for, because if they would have been able to get on the board and they have the ball back now, it would have been pretty detrimental.
It is 3-7, but statistically, Loyola has scored like more points in the third quarter than any other quarter.
Loyola is a second half team, in my opinion. They start a little bit slow. This is where the momentum picks up.
Definitely.
And for the Eagles, we have Demetrius Smith and Chase Green back to receive. Dulé with the cannon of a leg to kick it away. He's one of the best in the conference and one of the best in the state. And he just does it again. Received at the goal line. Chase Green gets past the 20 and is brought down past the 25. But Dulé put it all the way back in the end zone, which is not something that you really see in high school.
Definitely not. I mean, he's just such a great puncher for Loyola.
When you see the comparison between him and some other kickers that have gone against Loyola, he can really get it up there. But Palazzo is back. Braden Palazzo takes command of the McDonogh Eagles offense again. He motions over Sanchez, and it's a sweep to Sanchez. And Sanchez is brought down at the 30, so a gain of about 4 on the play. Santino Sanchez has been used a lot today by McDonogh. So currently right now in the performance gym, we also have a JV volleyball game going on against MSJ. So, what do you think that, Colt, what do you think Loyola should do and can do to gain the lead and just try and run away with this game?
I mean, they can definitely just keep plugging the hole as they've been doing, but they definitely need to get better on defense when it comes to McDonogh passing the ball to their players. Because time and time again, McDonogh's just making those passes and then getting runs super far down the field.
So the pass is complete to Exenor there. He got rocked by Ezra Carter, and there was a flag thrown after the play. So I hope that's not unsportsmanlike, because it looked like Ezra Carter had some words. The refs are still discussing. You hope it's not on Loyola because that puts them really, really close to a first down. And it's going to be on sportsmanlike conduct on Ezra Carter. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. We saw this again at the Georgetown prep game. It's just very, very frustrating. You know, if you're in Coach Zayu's shoes and you're trying to get a successful defensive drive going, and then something like that happens, it's just, I can imagine the frustration. But here comes Palazzo. And it's a handoff to Green. And Green has a first down, and he goes to the 35-yard line. So with that penalty, that puts them very far forward. So he's brought down by Shane Elliott. But the Eagles are back to what they've been doing in the first half, particularly the first quarter. If they can get some more sacks, you know, Trevor Szymanski.
I mean, he had a great first half. He just has to carry that momentum into the second half.
And it's aired out over the middle, and it's caught. Jefferson Exenor. If Worthington had just looked back, though, that could have been a pick. It just went right over his head and fell into the arms of Exenor. And they're inside the 10 again. So it looks like first down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Definitely not the position Loyola wants to be in this early in the second half.
And it's a screen pass to Sanchez. And a flag is thrown, but Sanchez is tackled fiercely down by Ezra Carter. And it also, you know, there was a collision on the play between Loyola's Derek Cease and Kendrick Worthington. Derek Cease, Brad's brother. It looks like he bumped into Worthington and knocked him down, and then there was a flag thrown. The crowd is not happy, but this does put McDonogh back. So that's a 10-yard penalty on them. Loyola can get a good stop here, forcing them to kick. That would be huge. 1st and 20. So a kick puts them up by 7. And if Loyola can manage to score, then we have a tie game. But best case scenario for the Dons, they get them out of field goal range and force a turnover. But here goes Palazzo. He's been sticking to the passing game so far. And a pass over the middle is caught by Exenor. Wide open for the touchdown.
Time and time again, Palazzo's just able to easily find Exenor and just get easy passes, easy yards every time.
So that puts it up 13-3, McDonogh. A huge, painful penalties. But they've got to do a better job, you know, the Loyola defense, of covering that middle. Because that's where they've been finding their receivers time and time again, just like you said. And our ball to punch it in. And it's blocked! Another block for Loyola. That was John Watkins, standing at 6 feet 4 inches, 300 pounds. You can see why that was easy for him. He didn't even have to jump. He just stuck his hand up. Huge, huge block for Loyola. And that makes their lead only 10. If they get a touchdown, they're only down by 3. And Jackson and Carter back out to receive. Loyola special teams has been very, very special this season. Particularly Maurice G. So we will, again, see Finn Alexander, the junior kicker, to kick it away, and Carter and Jackson to receive. 13-3 McDonogh. 10:30 left in the half. Left in the quarter. And it is received by Jackson at the 5. And Jackson has another good return. Past the 30. He was tackled by his ankle, but if he was able to get free, it looked like he would have been able to get a touchdown. So close. That was a good tackle.
I mean, that would have been incredible for the Dons to get a touchdown, like right off of the kickoff.
So Cease and Worthington back out again. The sophomore QB-RB duo. Cease steps back. Pass over the middle is caught by Hines, his first reception of the day. And he plows his way through to the 50. Marcus Hines with a big play there. And a huge first down for Loyola as they are now in Eagles territory.
I mean, he's really able to just plow straight through the defense. Like 2 guys on him, and he still gained another like 5 to 10 yards.
And Cease hands it off to Worthington. And he has a gain or a loss of about 3. So I don't know if he was maybe marked down before they lost. Yeah, he was. So they're still at the 51. 2nd and 10. So yeah, a 1 for no gain by Worthington. 2nd and 10. They're back at it again though. Steve steps back, pocket collapsing, and he goes down. Down to the 46-yard line in their own territory, and it'll be 3rd and long. Offensive line just let him right through there, though.
I mean, Sykes has been sacked like twice this game.
They need a big play. 3rd and 14. Once again in the shotgun. 2-2. And they rush 3. Cease has time. Passes just out of the hands of Marcus Hines. He was pushed a little bit. And that's going to be 4th and 14, so the punt team should come back on. And here they come. Very frustrating for the Loyola offense. You really don't want to give the ball back to McDonogh right now.
You at least do have Dulé to lessen the pain.
But he should not be out there as much as he has been. And once again, Michael Tan to receive the kick. And Dulay's punt is downed at the 46-yard line by number 46, Jonas Klegas. So the Dons really needed to score there, but if they can get another stop. Here comes Braden Palazzo again. Demetrius Smith to his left in the shotgun formation. And it was stopped up there by A.J. Szymanski. If you look at the height difference between those two, Szymanski kind of towers over Demetrius Smith. He really stands out on both offense and defense given his height. He had a really good game offensively against Newtown High School week 1. We haven't really heard much of him since. He's committed to Maryland.
I mean, McDonough's just like a smaller team in general, but that obviously
Palazzo
does not
over
stop
the
them.
middle, and it's caught again. And is ruled incomplete. But Braden Finney really wanted that. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for the Eagles. See if they can get themselves in good field position. And it looks like the crowd really getting loud now. So it's 3rd and long. Palazzo over the middle again, and it's caught. The middle again to Sanchez, and Sanchez gets free. That'll be 6 for the Eagles. And the flag is thrown after the play.
Loyola needs to patch up that middle.
Over the middle again, Santino Sanchez, and a flag was thrown. It may have been excessive celebration, but very, very frustrating for the Dons. The flag was thrown after the play, so it's definitely still 6 points. It's just been an overall frustrating night for Loyola.
If the Dons are able to patch up that middle and up their defense, that could really be the difference between 6 points and 6 yards.
They had a 3rd and long situation. The minute it was snapped, you could see he wanted to throw it to the middle so bad, like he's been doing all game. Jordan Palazzo. And he did it. Gave to Sanchez, and he just took it all the way. So I don't know what the penalty was, but maybe it'll be applied to the kickoff. It seemed to be excessive celebration because he threw it, and McDonogh didn't look too happy about it. So we have some confusion, it looks like. So First National Bank is proud to support Loyola Blakefield, the home of the Dons. At FNB, we believe that doing the right thing for our customers starts with making our communities even better places to live and work. Our involvement with LB is just one example of how FNB gives back to local communities everywhere. Please stop at our local branch in Towson at 1 West Pennsylvania Avenue, or visit our other branches throughout Greater Baltimore and the Mid-Atlantic region. You may also visit them online at www.fnbonline.com. First National Bank, member FDIC. And it looks like they went for 2. Didn't see it, but they have 21 now. Loyola needs a change. They haven't been very successful in offense. We saw a glimmer of success throughout the second half. That's what they need. They can't keep relying on these lucky breaks with penalties and free yards. But McDonogh is clearly dominating tonight. And so once again, it's Finn Alexander to kick it away. And Jackson and Carter have moved up a little bit, sensing a short kick. They're standing at the 25. And it is a squib, and it is picked up and taken to the 50, and that was Barrett Jorgensen. And it looks like there was a little skirmish, but Loyola will be situated on the 50-yard line. I don't know what they did. Maybe they were trying to burn some clock. Maybe they were trying to pick it back up.
It looked like
I'm not sure about that decision to squib it up the middle.
those two McDonogh defenders just completely fell off him, and he was able to like break through for another 5 yards.
So here comes Cease and the familiar offense. In my opinion, they could go with A.J. Szymanski. And here they go. It's a screen pass to Carter. And Carter takes him to the 40. Gain of about 10 yards there. I think they're just short of the first down. This is a gain of 11. And it looks like a penalty had put them back. But if Loyola can score now, there's still some hope. For the second time today, they're in McDonogh territory. And the pass is way to the left of Carter. He got stopped up there, but he was definitely looking for Ezra Carter. And it's 3rd down and 1. The spirit is just not as much as it has been. Obviously, it's been a pretty frustrating game for Loyola. Cease is stacking the backfield. And he'll hand it off to Worthington. Worthington has the first. So that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down for Loyola. A fresh set of downs and a fresh new chance to get in. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. So Brooklyn Jones is in for Kendrick Worthington. He moves over to the right. Play action to Jones. Lobs it up, and it is caught by Carter. He's ruled incomplete, but it looked like he had caught it, put his 2 feet in. I don't know. He got his hands on it. He was out of bounds, but he jumped back in. It was a very athletic play.
Yeah, it really was a great pass and a great catch. It's unfortunate that it was incomplete.
Beautiful play by Ezra Carter. Just not the result they wanted. And so they'll go 2nd and 10.
If the Dons are able to repeat something similar and get a touchdown, that would be huge for them.
Pro set. Cease. Pressure comes. Passes over the head of A.J. Szymanski. And it's picked off by McDonogh. Another turnover for Loyola. McDonogh Paul. And the Eagles are already celebrating. It looked like it went just over the head of Szymanski, and McDonogh Paul pulled it in before it went out of bounds. And it'll be another 1st and 10 for McDonogh.
That could not have gone much worse for Loyola.
It was the first time he looked for A.J. Szymanski today. And unfortunately, the ball fell right into McDonough's hands. They just don't seem as focused as they have been these past few weeks.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, here's Palazzo. Handoff to Green. And Green has a collision with Marcus Hines. And there was a little shoving on the sideline. So Marcus Hines threw himself into Green and pushed him out of bounds. And it looks like Green fought back a little. But 2nd and 10, there was no gain. Loyola's been, they have some sparks on defense. They've had some sparks on offense. Just hasn't been enough to light the fire.
Great analogy.
And here's Palazzo. Another pass that is caught by Caden Harris. He's brought down by A.J. Szymanski, but it should be good for another Eagles first down. We have 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And here comes Palazzo with the play call. Palazzo motions over Green, and he passes to him on the screen. Green gets to the 40. And he's pushed out of bounds.
Green is another one of McDonough's players that's had a great game today. Able to reliably gain yards every time he gets the ball.
They've had a few. Palazzo's been going very well over the middle. Brandon Finney, Jefferson Exenor. They've been able to put together a 21-point lead, 21-point game here. 18-point lead for McDonogh. Palazzo in the shotgun again. And it's another handoff. This time it's to Demetrius Smith, and he gets inside the 30, and that's another Eagles first down. And another flag is thrown after the play. So that might take McDonogh back a few yards.
I mean, Loyola during the first half was doing amazing with their offensive line, able to stop like any running play, but seems like they're getting a little worn out.
And so they're So it is currently 2nd and 5 for McDonogh. Ball on the 33. And here comes Palazzo back out there. There's been a lot of confusion with the officials today. It's been taking a little bit long to make some calls. There's just been a lot of pauses. And it looks like McDonogh just moves up inside the 15 again. Another 1st and 10 off of a penalty. So they're at the 15 of Loyola, 14 of Loyola. 1st and 10. Play action to Smith. And it was hit late. And the pass is caught by Finney. He got off a shovel pass and then was hit by A.J. Szymanski late after the play. And so, Brandon Finney was barely able to get his hands on that. And it looks like some rainfall has started here at Loyola. Here goes Palazzo. Handoff to Smith, and he goes down. A huge tackle for John Watkins, who also had the blocked extra point.
The Eagles are well within field goal range, though, so.
It's 3rd and 8. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Palazzo drops back. Pass is caught. And again, that is Caden Harris. So I think that'll bring up a 4th down, but short. So they're going to try and go for it. Loyola could use a big stop here. It's 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Or it's 4th and goal, actually, from the 7-yard line. So if they can't score on this play, it's Loyola ball. But if they do, their lead is all that bigger. And it looks like McDonogh takes their first time out of the half. You definitely want to think it over, whether or not to be safe, kick it in, or potentially give it to Loyola. If you're up by that much, I see no reason why they shouldn't go for the field goal.
Yeah, this play could really make or break the game.
Yeah, if I'm the McDonogh head coach right now, I'm definitely taking those insurance points. Playing it safe.
I'd be really surprised if they still decide to go for it.
But if they do, and Loyola gets the stop, then they have a long, long way to go. Very interesting to see what they'll do next here. Head coach Hakeem Sewell, the McDonogh graduating class of 2005, who has taken over as head coach for McDonogh. And it looks like the McDonogh Eagles are going to go for it on 4th down and 7. Out comes Braden Palazzo, and out comes Green on his right. Snap is high, and it's a fumble. Palazzo's brought down by A.J. Szymanski. Turnover on downs. Loyola offense will return to the field. Big play there by A.J. Szymanski.
McDonogh got a little too confident in himself there.
It was A.J. and Tommy Tucker that had the tackle. The snap just went right over his head. Right over his head. 1:20 to go left in the 3rd quarter. If Loyola can get some more points now, they do still have a chance. They just got to forget about the score right now and try and get as far downfield as they can. Cease. Steps back. Pressure comes. Pass is caught by Worthington. And Worthington has himself a 1st down. Past the 25 at the 27-yard line. You just kind of got to forget about what's been happening lately. You just got to play Loyola football. C steps back. Another short pass, and it's in and out of the hands of Marcus Hines. He just hadn't gotten his feet set and wasn't particularly ready yet. And by the time he turned around, the ball was already right there. But that brings up a 2nd and 10 from Loyola's own 27. 58 seconds to go left in this 3rd quarter. And Caesars it out over the middle. And it gets away from Zach Phillips. So it looks like Coach Zayu's been sticking with those side passes very far downfield. But we haven't seen much of those over-the-middle passes to people like, A.J. Szymanski, Marcus Hines. They've just been either going for that short dump-off or the big lob. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Cease, empty backfield except for Jones. Brooklyn Jones, who is now in, and he motions over Shane Elliott. He's probably going to go with Elliott here. And the pass is caught, and it's out of the hands of Zach Phillips. 4th and 10 Loyola. Another disappointing end to the Loyola drive. And here comes the punt team again.
I'm really surprised there hasn't been more play actions from Loyola this game. Zayu loved his play actions during the game versus Georgetown Prep.
There's been a lot of key catches that we could have had on these drives. But another disappointing end for the Loyola offense. And here comes Dulé. He boots it, and it lands past the 50, and it looks like it may have been a muff punt. And it's picked up by Loyola. And to the 10 goes Jonas Kligas.
Wow, that is exactly what Loyola needed.
It looks like it was a muffed punt because the rule is if it touches a McDonogh player, then it's free game.
And Giannis took that opportunity and just ran away with the ball.
Huge, huge play for Loyola. 33 seconds left in the quarter. So we'll see. It looks like the McDonogh defense is on. And here come Brad Cease. But it looks like Loyola doesn't get the ball at the 10. They get the ball at the McDonogh 40. So 30 seconds left in the third. Loyola offense just got a big boost there with that punt. Cease steps back. And the pass is dropped by Worthington. There's a lot of collision in the trenches there. But they just got to lock in and get these easy catches because it's just a loss of down. So 2nd and 10 for Loyola. .30 seconds left to go in the quarter.
There's been a lot of balls just flying over heads today for Loyola.
So here comes Cease. Cease steps back. Empty pocket. He throws it up, and it's almost picked off. He tried again for Zach Phillips and Jaden Moore. It went right through his hands. So 3rd and 10. He has some room to run there. The pocket was completely empty. He had Worthington as a blocker. And we have an injured Eagle.
All right, my favorite sponsor, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, is the world's largest junk removal service. They make the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional by sending a team of 2 friendly, capable pros who will do all of the removal from anywhere inside or out. They'll finish up with the thorough broom cleanup. Up to 60% of the items they collect are donated or recycled, and if you call before 2 p.m., they guarantee same-day service within 90 minutes of your call. From one item to many truckloads, nothing is too much to ask. Stop staring at that junk pile, call them today. They are available 7 days a week until midnight.
Well, Loyola certainly does have some junk they could clean up right now. They have a perfect opportunity to do so. 3rd and 10. They really don't want to throw away another drive, though. McDonogh defense has been phenomenal today. Pressure comes. Cease rolls out, and he is sacked. He throws it up, and it's incomplete. Before he was sacked, he threw it up towards the sideline. That'll bring up another painful 4th and 10. But, you know, they're not in that field goal range. So we'll see what they do. Cease comes back out. See, this is like in high school football. They kind of have to go for it because you really can't punt from right there, and they're not, strong enough to kick those field goals. The high school kickers. So they have to go for it here. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. A 4th down conversion that they desperately need. You really hope they play it safe, though. Cease. Pass. And it's incomplete. Marcus Hines wanted it. The McDonogh Eagles take over again.
It's times like those you really just need Connor Beck to make a guest appearance back on the Loyola team.
So the McDonogh offense comes back onto the field. They've been dominant this entire game. The frustration just keeps building on the Loyola side. Those 2 losses in overtime 2 weeks ago have also been just something on everyone's minds, but they need to get the momentum back. They've had some opportunities, and it's another screen sweep to Sanchez, and he will stumble for about a gain of 1. And that will bring us to a close in the third quarter. The McDonogh Eagles 21, the Loyola Dons 3. And we are back to open up the fourth quarter. Loyola defense out, 1st and 10 for McDonogh. Braden Palazzo back in the game. Palazzo steps back and he's whistled down. A flag is down near the Loyola sideline. They're going to call it false start on McDonogh, and that'll put him back 5. So another minor win for Loyola defense right there. I think they tried to get the McDonogh offensive line, tried to get him to jump, and it did not happen. So here comes Palazzo. 1st and 15.
Those small penalties aren't going to do too much for Loyola, though. They really need to catch up and get their heads back in the game.
And it's another handoff to Green, and he is wrestled to the ground by Marcus Hines.
An amazing pushback by Marcus Hines there.
You saw Luke Miller motion over, and Marcus Hines was just right there. He just moved him back, and it's 3rd down and long for the McDonogh Eagles, which presents itself another minor opportunity for Loyola to take this back. They had some opportunities before, but they really, really, really want to get in a good field position. They haven't had many good opportunities so far. Palazzo. Screen pass to Exenor. And he will get about 2 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 14. And the McDonogh punt team comes on, I think, for the first time today. I don't think we've seen their punt team out. But to punt it away is Peter Kokonos. And back to receive is Shane Elliott, number 23. And the punt is blocked, and it's picked up by Loyal, and it's still on the ground. And Loyola has amazing field position. The block, it looked like it had been picked up by Trevor Randolph, and then he fumbled it again. It was picked up then by J.D. Oster, and he was brought down at the 10. So here comes the Loyola offense, and they will have very, very good field position to try and get their first touchdown of the game here early in the fourth quarter.
That's exactly what they needed with still more than 10 minutes left on the clock.
Loyola special teams performing very well all season long. Just another block for them. So the first punt of the game for McDonogh results in Loyola in the red zone for the second time tonight. Rain's been a little bit off and on, but here it comes again. Cease, play action to Worthington. He lobs it up for Szymanski, and it was almost intercepted again. He threw it just to the right of Szymanski, and Szymanski did a good job of keeping it away from Miles Hurd. But 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line. And there is an injured Eagle. It looks like it is, Miles Hurd. He's not really on the ground. He's just on one knee. But I guess it may have been when Szymanski kind of fell on him. So he's going to get helped off the field. Miles Hurd has been very, very, he's done a really good job tonight. His coverage. So McDonogh loses a big asset there. Doesn't look like it was anything too bad. He's going to jog off the field. And for him comes Brandon Finney, who we've seen on the offensive side of the ball. And also coming off is Santino Sanchez, another big asset. So Loyola now has a really very good opportunity to get themselves their first touchdown of the night. Worthington bumps himself over from left to right. Cease drops back. Pocket collapsing, and he'll keep it himself. He gets pushed over for a small gain. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. Another 3rd down for the Loyola Dons. They really, really, really need to get in here.
Field goal is not an option at this point.
Absolutely not. Rain, a small drizzle coming down over Loyola Blakefield in the pro set. Cease over the middle, and it was tipped away. Intended receiver was A.J. Szymanski, one of his first targets. And there to break it up, number 21, Anthony Redfern, the sophomore linebacker. And it's 4th and 10, but Loyola is obviously going to go for it. Field goal is not an option. If you want to get up now, if they want to give themselves a chance, they need a touchdown right here, right now. Steve's in the same formation. He'll probably send his 2 backs off to the left and right, and he does. Pocket collapses. Pass over the middle to Szymanski again is broken up. McDonogh will take over again. Another failed drive for Loyola. Just a lot of disappointment tonight. But 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
That was the Don's big shot right there.
As the best opportunity they've had all day. He went 2 of the same. They did the same play where they tried to get to Szymanski, and they had just double teamed him right there and broken up the pass both times. So here comes Braden Palazzo in the McDonogh offense yet again. They have 10 minutes left to go in the game. And it's a handoff to Smith. And he gets himself a good gain to the 15. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. So it was a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. We are under 10 minutes to go left in this game. Loyola's just got to stay focused. Hand off to Smith, and he is brought down by A.J. Szymanski at the 20. So it'll bring up 3rd and short. First time we're hearing some of the gong noises from the student section tonight. It's been mostly quiet from over there. But now we have 3rd and 1 for McDonogh. Loyola could get a big stop here, get in good field position like they just were.
McDonough's offense has been a little sloppier in the second half with some muffs and fumbles.
And they'll hand it off to Smith, and he has a first down. He ran into a block on the left, and he just changed directions and had an easy pickup for a first down.
Fans in blue can only hope that McDonogh makes another one of those mistakes.
They haven't made many, but when they have, Loyola's been given a very good opportunity to get themselves on the board.
Loyola has actually been very good at presenting themselves with opportunities this game. They just haven't been able to follow through at all.
Palazzo again hands it off to Smith. And Smith is free, a flag is down, and he is to the 35.
There is a flag on the play.
You can see how effective the run game has been against this Loyola defense.
McDonogh. 10-yard penalty.
And so there is a holding call on the Eagles. That'll put them back 10, make it 1st and 20. So it'll be 1st and 20 inside their own 10. So Palazzo, it's a sweep to Sanchez, and Sanchez will get past the 15.
Sanchez carries. Gain of 2 on the play.
And it'll be 2nd and 18, and we have another injured Eagle.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
Clock is stopped at 7:25 left in the last quarter of our game. Looks like Sanchez is in a lot of pain. Wait, that's me. And with the injury timeout, we have another sponsor. Bollinger Energy is a proud supporter of Loyola Blakefield and the Baltimore community. For over 3 decades, they have expertly helped institutions and commercial customers manage their energy costs with personalized service. The Bollinger family is now celebrating 3 generations who have walked the halls here at Loyola Blakefield. Roll Dons. It was supposed to be Whiting Turner. It was supposed to be Bollinger, not Whiting. We don't have that one. You didn't really put anything up there.
What?
So it looks like it's Sanchez that's injured, and it was like an after the play injury. And he hobbles off the field. It looks like something happened to his left leg there. McDonough's second key injury of the day. The rain on Hargenen Field isn't helping.
That has got to be upsetting for McDonogh, though. Sanchez is one of their best players on the team. Able to get a ton of yards every time he has the ball.
So with that, 2nd and 16 for McDonogh here with 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Palazzo goes deep, And he almost had a wide open Brandon Finney, but it fell short. Very lucky break for the Dons defense, as that would have most certainly been a large gain, if not a touchdown, again for the Eagles. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 to be exact. Loyola wants a stop. All the umbrellas are coming out now here at Hargadon Field. It's a cold and rainy day. You expect them to go over the middle again, just like they did the last time. There's no safeties back there. Looks like they're sending in a blitz. And Palazzo shakes free. And he's got a complete pass and a first down. That was Michael Tan. He broke the tackle, dumped it off to Michael Tan, and Michael Tan had the first down. You got to be able to stop that there. They sent in the blitz, and, you know, he was pushed out of bounds just after making the first down, but he was wide open there. They sent in the edge rushers. It's the first time we've really seen Michael Tan out there other than, you know, the punts and kickoffs. It's been a lot of punts. And Michael Tan takes it again.
Michael Tan on the carry.
Gain of about 5.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Loyola.
56 jumps on 50, 2 seconds later, 3 seconds later. Now let's let it go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to throw the guy down to the other side. No problem. We got you.
Crowd is obviously upset here. There's some frustration. 5 minutes left of the game. And Loyola gets another good tackle.
Recovers his own fumble.
So it looks like Palazzo had fumbled it in the confusion and picked it up.
No gain. 3rd down.
And they didn't get any there. They didn't lose any either. So it's still 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6.
As the rain picks up, Loyola's game is getting washed away.
Another amazing analogy, Cole. And we are about to pass the 5-minute mark. Here's Palazzo. 2 in the backfield. And it's a shovel dump to Tan, and Tan has a first down.
Michael Tan carry.
We've just reached the 5-minute mark.
Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And that will, he's actually, so Michael Tan is ruled short. Loyola calls a timeout. It should be 4th and 2. So Michael Tan almost had it there, but he couldn't get the first down. So that presents themselves with an opportunity to convert, and also gives Loyola an opportunity to get the ball back. So we'll see. You probably expect them to do a small screen pass or run up the middle, which is what they've been doing when they have to convert short.
This game really does have a very similar outcome to the game last year that they played together.
And the bell tower at Knott Hall goes off 6 o'clock. Close to the end of the game here. And here they go, trying to get it. They're punting it away. Second punt of the night for McDonogh. It's fielded by Shane Elliott at the 30, and he accidentally calls a fair catch. So they'll take it at the 30. You know, he had some room to run there, I think he mistakenly waved that fair catch before he saw the opportunity. But the Loyola offense will come back on their own 30, so not the field position that they wanted, but they have yet another opportunity to at least put some points up on the board.
They definitely could have had a pretty decent return there, though.
So Cease, once again, shovel pass to Worthington, and Worthington fights his way to the 40. And it looks like he got a gain of about 9.
Gain of 9 on the play. Second down.
Gonna bring up 2nd and 1 for Loyola. Kendrick Worthington uses a lot of muscle there. He just picks up all those yards. That's what he does best. C steps back. Pass is caught, and it is in and out of the hands of Ezra Carter. They're going to rule it incomplete, but he had it, and then it was knocked out.
Incomplete.
Knocked out by Brandon Finney.
Ezra Carter.
There have just been way too many passes that have gone straight over heads and so many incomplete passes this game for Loyola.
It's been a overall frustrating offensive day for Loyola. Cease is in the shotgun. Cease, pocket collapsing, and he'll keep it again. Cease has some room to run, and he slides down at the 45. That's good for a Loyola first down.
Enough for a Loyola first down.
So the chains move. So here comes Cease again. From their own 45, scrambles out to the right. Cease. And it looks like he got Ezra Carter
Ezra Carter on a completed pass.
for another first down. It looks like they ruled that incomplete.
Ruled out of bounds.
So that'll be 2nd and 10. It looks like another time Ezra Carter had got his feet in. It was ruled out of bounds. It was a good job by Cease using his head. He scrambled out to the right. He had a defender right in front of him. And Ezra Carter was his best option there. Just a foot off. And pocket collapsing again for Cease. He'll take it. Past the to the 50. And he's pushed out of bounds. He was just short of the 50-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down.
Out of bounds.
And about 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Looked like he was trying to find a lane to break straight through and run down the field, but he wasn't able to, so he just ended up running out of the field instead.
So A.J. Szymanski subs out for Nathaniel Jackson, who we also haven't heard much of. He did win very recently the Dan McNeil Award at the recent Mass of the Holy Spirit. So Cease in the shotgun again. Steps back. Pocket collapses again. He tries to take it, and he's brought down. Another sack for McDonogh. That was Mason Robinson. Gets the sack and takes the bow. McDonogh
It's 4th down.
has kind of seemed to make it like a curtain call or something there, but Loyola still has this 4th and 10 to get. Under 3 minutes left to go in the game. Cease drops back. Pass is caught by Elliott, and it's a first down. And more as Elliott gets inside the 40. And the clock is stopped at 2:49. So with the high school rules, the clock stops for every first down. And here it is running again. So here comes Cease. Pass is complete again to Shane Elliott. And it looks like the ball may have gotten loose, but Elliott has it.
10-yard gain.
And it's a gain of about 10, and the chains move again. 2:30 to go left in the game.
30 yards of opportunity for Loyola, but it came a little too late in the game for them.
Loyola trying to put some points up, maybe get their first touchdown of the game here late in the fourth. A lot of shifting going on in the backfield. And Cease rolls out to the right. Cease lobs it up, passes out of the hands of Ezra Carter again. It's broken up by Miles Hurd, who appears to be back on the field and well. And we have 2 minutes left to go here on Hargadon Field.
Second down.
So he looked like he wanted to go to Elliott with the shovel pass, and then he stopped, and he went up for Ezra Carter. Another time that they could have had him. So 2:01 left to go in the game.
Ezra Carter could have scored 2 different touchdowns this game out of the 2 incomplete
Cease
passes.
almost fumbled that snap. It was a hard snap, and he's going to get free. And he almost gets that first down. Looks like he did. Nah, wait. That's my bad. He just got to the line of scrimmage. I couldn't see the first down mark there, but
Brings up third down.
it should be 3rd and 10. A minute 52 left to go here. Cease steps back. He goes long for Elliott, and it looks like he got it.
Touchdown.
And it will be Loyola's first touchdown of the night. An excellent catch by Shane Elliott puts Loyola on the board. And for the first time tonight, Loyola will try an extra point.
It really shows something about Loyola's team. No matter what the scoreboard says, no matter how much time is left in the game, no matter the weather, they stay in the game. And they keep getting, they get themselves further on the board.
So they're not going to go for 2. They're just going to kick the extra point. Owen Shine. And he's whistled down before he could kick. A flag is thrown in the back, and they're going to move him up. So this could be another opportunity. Maybe they do go for 2. Or they're going to wave off the penalty. So wait, it looks like they're going to move up a few yards. Just making it more easy for Ian Shine. So it looks like there may have been some movement on the McDonogh side of the field. To make it 21-10. It is up, and it is on to the streets. 21-10, McDonogh. A minute 44 left to go in our game. So at least Loyola, they got on the board there at the end. A good spark, a very, very good pass by Cease, an excellent catch by Shane Elliott, and the Loyola Dons put together their first successful touchdown drive.
I do wonder if they have someone back there in the streets recovering the ball, or if they just give it to the nearest car that stops.
Yeah, they do. Those balls, when they get kicked through the uprights, a lot of the times they go through the trees and onto the road. Looks like that one actually went across the street. And here comes Dulé to kick it off for the Dons. So if they had gotten a touchdown before the half, that would have made it 21-17. And it looks like they go for an onside kick, and it falls out of bounds. A flag is thrown. 2 flags are thrown. It looks like they might be on McDonogh. So we'll see. He just kicked it. It may have hit one of the McDonogh players and fallen out of bounds, but it looked like they had tried to recover the ball. which is also confusing because if they were trying to get the ball, they got the extra point. So we'll see what those penalties are. There's been a lot of questionable flags thrown and flags not thrown, but overall, the Dons just haven't been able to put it together. And here comes Braden Palazzo in the McDonogh offense. It's 21-10. So we'll see if they get a few plays going and then knee it out. And they're going to run out the clock with a handoff to Demetrius Smith. And it looks like Loyola may have taken a timeout to try and salvage some time.
Loss of 1 on the play, second down.
So bring up 2nd and 11 with the loss of 1. But it looks like Loyola tried to call a timeout to just stop the clock, give them some extra seconds. But they should be able to knee it out soon.
If just one of Ezra's incomplete passes, if he just caught one of them and stayed in bounds and got that touchdown, Loyola would still be in this game.
There's been a lot of missed opportunities, but they're going to hand it off again to Smith. And Smith goes down again. Clock's just running out.
Brought down in the backfield.
And another timeout taken by Loyola to salvage some clock. 1:29 left to go. He's brought down by Tommy Tucker.
It's 3rd down.
His 2nd tackle of the day. They'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
Surprisingly low amount of tackles this game from Tommy Tucker. He averages about 10 per game. And he's the 10th in Maryland in tackles with 45 total and 1st in MIAA.
I could be wrong, though. He could have more than 2. But, McDonough's just running out the clock. They'll go to pick up their 2nd win of the season, bumping them up to 2 and 3. And Loyola will move down to 1 and 4. And it looks like the water polo bus actually just arrived back on campus after they just played Gilman. And Palazzo will keep it himself, and he will get 1. So the clock's ticking.
Lazo keeps. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
We have under a minute left to go in the game. And it looks like McDonogh is just going to kneel it out with 4th and 10. They got 6 seconds left to go before they get a delay of game, which I think they're going to do strategically before actually McDonogh just took a timeout. So it looks like they're just going to... We'll see what they do. It looks like they had almost sent out the kick team really quick there. And they put them back on.
You guys want to grab some popcorn, hamburgers, and hot dogs? Yep.
So 40 seconds left of the game. The clock is stopped. It's 4th and 10. And it looks like the punt team will come out. see what Loyola does with their last 40 seconds.
Correction, it looks like that was the soccer bus, not the water polo bus.
The varsity soccer team coming
Looks like
home.
Loyola won 4-3 against Gilman.
So the punt is very short. Elliott moves up to receive it, and he'll let it go. And he is brought down by McDonough's own punt returner, Michael Tan. 30 seconds left to go in the game. So for the last time today, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Loyola offense. There's another Loyola bus coming in. Against Gilman. And we got one against Mount Zion. And Cease will give the pass to Elliott, and he'll lateral it to Ezra Carter, who gets out of bounds with 20 seconds left. So he looks like Shane Elliott was going down, and he just flipped it off to Ezra Carter. Just some bonus yards for the stat book. 20 seconds left to go here. So here comes Cease. So Cease steps back, and he'll keep it himself. And he actually airs it out over the left, and it's caught by Marcus Hines. Marcus Hines gets to the 10. Marcus Hines is brought down at the 5. 8 seconds left to go. Looks like Loyola takes a timeout.
Yet again, Marcus Hines, even with 2 guys on him, was able to get another like 10 to 15 yards there.
And the clock is trickling down. 4 seconds left to go, and it looks like they tried to spike it. McDonogh came up with the ball, and that will be it here on Hargadon Field. The now 1-4 Dons fall short to the 2-3 McDonogh Eagles, 21-10. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I'm George Schaefer.
I'm
with
Cole
me,
Cross.
and we will see you next week against Gilman.